Alright, I went hunting last night. Time's fixing to change. I wanted to catch a quick hunt before time changed and I wouldn't be able to do it after work. Well, I go in the woods thinking it's going to be pretty good. My Spartan cameras, they sending me pictures telling me deer there about 6:30 or so. Well, get in the blind, set my camera up, get my bow sitting there, put my Magnus bow pod on it and set it down there on the ground beside me. Go to put my gloves on and turkeys come out in the field. Well, it's a very small field and there's a bunch of turkeys. So I was thinking to myself, even though I love seeing y'all, please go away. I don't want to be busted. But as I'm sitting there and the turkeys finally feed out and they go out of the food plot, I start hearing this four-wheeler, or I think it's a four-wheeler. Well, it sounds like it's really, really close, like it's on my property. Well, I dismissed it thinking maybe it's the neighbors. Well, a little bit later I hear it again coming and I'm like, that's just way too close. So I leave the blind, leave my stuff there, climb out of the blind, walk all the way through the woods, off the hill, down into the logging road. And sure enough, it was a group of teenagers, some high school kids, that were raising sand up and down the road on the backside of my property. Well, I scolded them pretty dang good, sent them on their way. Probably won't hear from them again. I think the guy who was driving actually, he may have pissed his pants. But climb all the way back up the hill, the way the deer usually come, get in the blind, and of course I'm thinking to myself, well, I've just ruined this. I mean, there's no way I'm going to see anything. But sure enough, just like my Spartan Go cams had told me, 6:30 rolls around, and guess what walks into the field? A nice nanny. So I'm thinking, alright, it's time to fill the freezer. I get the camera ready, I get the bow, pick it up, knock that air, get ready, get full draw. Doe steps just a little bit, quartering away, I'll release. Well, I'm expecting to see this nocturnal disappear. It don't. I see that nocturnal hanging out on side of the shoulder, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I just shoulder shot this deer, but I'm okay. I've done it before, it'll be alright. Well, deer bounds over this big thicket, disappears. I'm thinking I'm hearing it crashing, but it's just running through the dang leaves. So I get my stuff up and I get ready and I go over there and check it out. I find the back half of my arrow bloody, wondering how in the heck did my dang fletchings get bloody? Because, you know, they were hanging out, they weren't even in the body. But oh well. So I follow the blood trail for, I don't know, probably about 70 yards or so, and it peters out into nothing. I can't find anything. So I call my brother up, he brings a dog, we turn her loose. She goes pretty much exact same trail I just walked in, checks the blood, rolls in all the blood, goes to the last drop that I found, rolls in it, and then just meanders around, doesn't find any more. So I'm thinking to myself, well, now I've wounded this deer, I've lost this broadhead. I mean, I had got people on my property. This is a horrible night. So I load my stuff up, I get back to the house, I don't even get the camera out, I'm fed up with it. I go to work today, and I get home and I think to myself, well, I'll go ahead and look at the video. Well, I pull the video up, and as I'm watching the video, I realize this doe didn't just drop. When she dropped, she went on her side, and when I hit her, the arrow went in perfect. The perfect spot to go in, but it came out straight up. She was like she was laying down when I shot her. You got to see the video. I got it right here, and you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm thinking, well, I didn't get nothing vital then. I mean, I may have nicked a lung or something, but she's probably going to be all right. So I'm thinking, okay, this is good, you know. But now I'm worried because this broadhead and this other part of this arrow might be bouncing around inside her body. Well, as I'm watching the video and she jumps, I can see that, you know, well, I see the whole part of the arrow sticking out. And when she jumps and she hits a tree, you can hear a pop. And then I don't see that side of the arrow no more. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, my arrow's laying there. So I jumped on the four-wheeler, ran out there. Sure enough, I've got my whole arrow back now. So there's nothing left in this doe. So she should be fine or whatever. So I go check my camera, and I got pictures of her feeding out there today. So all in all, it was a pretty good hunt. I shot the 5th deer with this Magnus. I didn't recover the 5th one, but now I have 5 deer with 1 black hornet razor. And I'm going to continue using it until I can't use it anymore. But go ahead and watch this video and see what you think. See if you've had something like this happen to you. this one crazy hunt. Stay tuned, watch it.